There we go. Alright, game 3, in case you guys missed it, game 2, VCU came back. VT had a bit of an early lead, but VCU held on. And it was a drawn out game, but VCU came out on top in the end. I would have to give props to Quanzilla on the Zoe. He got a lot of free picks with the bubble and just a lot of free pops with the Q. So, yeah, into game 3. Same band so far, including the Vagar. Nothing surprising. I'm wondering if we might see a Zoe ban from Virginia Tech this time, since that was a thorn in their side last time. But we'll see. VCU just gotta take their time thinking out the last ban. Kind of forget what their third ban was last time. Alright, okay. Varus. Want to take that away from Fong Francis. If you guys weren't here for game 1, Fong Francis had a really good game 1 performance on the Varus, and there is the Zoe ban coming out against Quanzilla. And Caitlyn is going to be the first pick here for Dior pairs. He had a very excellent game on that last time, maybe not the best like KD, but he was outputting damage and doing his job. And we'll see how VT responds here. Kog'Maw is open. It was open last time, but they decided to go for the Dark Harvest Ezreal instead. See if they change it up this time. Fox taking down. And the Sejuani. Okay, taking that away from Izaru. Gonna be going to Gavin. Zaru had a lot of early kills actually on Sejuani last time in game 2. It's kind of funny. But yeah, as these Sejuani. And let's see what VT decides to pick here. And okay, gonna be Corki, most likely going in the mid lane to Smite Infinity. It can technically be Flex Bot, but let's be honest, when was the last time you saw Corki ADC? And we are gonna see the Galio. Probably going to Quanzilla in the mid lane. I'm sure most of you guys are aware that recently Galio has been switching from a more tank-oriented playstyle to much more AP focused with the changes to his W and some to his Q. And Joe Jacko gonna stick to being a Nami OTP here. Did well on it the first game. Second game, did alright.
Think carefully, my friend.
And we're gonna see the Braum ban. Braum, definitely pesky. I mentioned this last game that it does block the Nami wave, so Joe Jacko probably isn't too happy if that happens. Not to mention VT Gavin, if he throws out a Sejuani ult and then just Crimson Rage pops his wall up. That could possibly be annoying too. So yeah. And of course there's Camille ban again. Would not be surprised if we see another ban go towards Yade next. Previous games we've seen the Gnar or the Irelia. We'll see what it is. And final ban coming out, gonna be the Ornn again from Virginia Tech, just not wanting Eckhart to have that. Excuse me. But yeah, and there's the Gnar. That leaves the Irelia open for Yade. We'll see if he picks it up here. Nope. Fong Francis just gonna pick up the Sivir so his top laner can counterpick. I'm curious to see if Fong Francis decides to go for the Spellbook Sivir, because while Caitlyn does have like a massive range advantage on Sivir, Sivir has the pushing advantage. So Sivir, at least from my experience in the matchup, she can just force PvE and just keep pushing the wave into you. And if Fong Francis decides to go the Spellbook Sivir, he can just do that, go back, TP in with full mana bar, and just do it over again. And Tahm Kench gonna be the pick here for Crimson Rage. Tahm Kench been a really good support recently. I'm curious if he's gonna go for Guardian or that Glacial Augment Tahm Kench. I'm not sure if you guys saw that Donghwap video, but the top player on the Korean Challenger ladder is the Tahm Kench one trick, and he goes Glacial Augment. And we're finally gonna see Vladimir. So Vladimir most likely going top, but could be flexed mid. It is the mix-up of Galio and Vlad. But I really... Gonna be the pick here for Virginia Tech. Gonna go to Yadu. Had a pretty decent game on that first time. And there we go. Players gonna swap around. We'll see where this Vlad and Galio are going. I expect it to be Vladimir top and a Galio mid. But yeah. See that? I mean, currently we got a Vladimir support. I'm kind of doubting that, but if time ticks down and it's still down there, hey. No, alright, we're seeing the training come through. So it's going to be a Galio top of a Vladimir mid. Interesting. I'm not sure how that shapes out mid lane, but Vlad sustain going to definitely help with the Corky poke. And time's going to tick on down. I expect Skylar to be popping in any second now. But yeah, looking at the team comps, see VT with the Sivir comp, just gonna want to run that down. Much less of a split push comp this time. The previous two games, Virginia Tech did have like a much more better suited 1-3-1 comp.
Yep.
But
I'm back.
Okay, cool, yeah. Whereas VCU, they look like they want to have a team fight comp again, just with the AoE from Vladimir, J4, and Galio.
Oh yeah, Galio is a great pick here. It's actually left unbanned. Usually VCU has been banning that against Virginia Tech the past few games. Virginia Tech opted not to pick it when they went for the Corky this time around, so Galio gets taken away by VCU and they actually put it in the top lane.
Yeah, I was talking about this, how you could flex the Vlad and Galio between each position.
Yeah, and Virginia Tech was talking about that too. I just want to point out, in the LCS, they have this rule where you can't trade past 20 seconds. The EEC does not have that rule, so it can lead to dumb things.
Mao.
That's another thing to petition for. We need a producer, like, a big name producer, and we need to stop trades after 20 seconds.
Nah, fam, let's get ESL to produce this. They have a great track record.
I'm pretty sure you messing around in OBS might be better production value than ESL.
Might be. Hey,
I mean, we'll start more stuff on time, I think.
At least we have a consistent stream,
Yeah, no, I feel like we've,
no
in a day of casting, ESL will have more problems in their stream than the EEC has had in the past season in 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
We're in. EC might have some issues with, teams doing things outside of a game or whatever, dropping out of the tournament or whatever, but
not showing up.
Not showing up is never an issue.
Wow. If only we had that here at Tech for the Gobbler Gauntlet. Oh well, back to the EEC. Got about 30 more seconds till we go into game. It'll be interesting to see how this shapes up.
Okay, by the way, I'm wrong. There is a rule that all trading has to be done before the 20-second mark, and VCU broke that rule.
So what does that mean?
I'm not a tournament admin. I'll leave that up to those guys. But it is a... you will be subject to penalty in future games.
Yeah, it's just like 2 hours after the match, the obligatory at everyone that comes out every few hours on the EEC.
I know, VCU, I'd assume VCU is going to lose a ban on the next game. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah. It's just a few hours later, mandatory at everyone ping, because it's been a few hours since the last one. And it's at everyone, competitive ruling for VCU. They lose a ban.
Could be big. VCU rule breakers.
Yeah.
Bad boys of the league.
And we do see a spellbook Sivir from Fonk Francis. I was talking about this in Champ Select while you weren't around. I was kind of talking about how basically while Caitlyn can outrange Sivir and kind of just poke her, Sivir can just out-wave clear Caitlyn and just force PvE just by shoving Caitlyn into tower.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, a nice, perfectly desynced spawn-ins. You get to see all blue team spawn in and all red team spawn in.
Oh, baby. So, I have seen Quanzilla play his Vlad in the past, and he has done well on it from the few games I've seen. And in Game 3 again, as is tradition...
Oh, Corky, not paying attention, just eats every spell. And an auto attack, too.
VCU going for that 5-man stack in a bush level 1, and VT just fanning out. This time it is sniffed out by Smite Infinity, even if it did kind of seem like he was a little alt-tabbed.
That's normal Smite Infinity behavior.
Yeah. Just
if you're wondering, I'm pretty sure during 90% of games he goes to the bathroom right after pick ban and before game starts.
But yeah.
Which may be why VT does not have any level 1s ever.
One interesting thing to point out is that since VCU, they have the Vladimir and what I assume will be an AP Galio, that does mean they're pretty heavy magic damage comp. And so we'll most likely see MR items come out soon for VT's frontline just to nullify that.
Yep. Definitely. I like the Galio with the Vladimir because, you know, usually Vladimir's diving the backline. He has his own protection with the pool and all the self-healing or whatever, but it's always nice to supplement that with more protection. Like, you know, he usually builds Zonias. We've seen in the past in the OCS, comps that run like Taric Vladimir are just so insane because it's so hard to kill the Vladimir.
And don't forget the other combo of J4 Galio, which is pretty notorious.
Yeah, J4 Galio, very good. Just dive in with the J4, pop them all in this, trap them all in this little circle, and then get that.
Izar
nice
was fancying his chance to harass Gavin in his jungle. Not quite sure what came out of that. That was a blue buff steal, but Izar is walking mid. Smite is positioned towards top side.
Yep.
It looks like we do have a gank.
Yeah, except Smite Infinity can just, you know, W away.
Yeah.
So, a huge issue. That's Smite Infinity actually getting a lot of harass onto Izar.
Yep,
By a lot of harass, I mean 3 auto attacks.
The Corky Equalizer putting a huge DPS there.
Oh yeah. No, it's like, you see Equalizer here and you see Corky W and you think, oh yeah, those abilities are about the same strength. If only. Hey, Corky actually has to put himself at risk to do his damage with his Equalizer. Come on. It needs a buff, let's be real.
I don't know, because it's like, I kind of want Corky to be a meta bot, but it's like, when he's meta, people just pick his head.
Alright, be serious. Do you think even if Corky's W did actual Equalizer level damage, it would ever be used that way, regardless?
I mean, there's a lot of people who play League.
The package is already used that way, and it still is still never used offensively. Like, it's already a huge damage,
I mean, it's used more as a zoner, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's more used for, like, massive escapes than massive dives.
Yeah. Infinity kind of low on mana.
Quanzilla going for the big attack onto Smite Infinity. That's going to be the Ignite coming out. First blood to Quanzilla.
Really unfortunate there. Smite got blocked by some of his own minions. And Quanzilla just able to pick up the first blood. Pretty good for VCU, because Black can be really scary.
Yeah, especially if he gets going.
Oh, yeah. Because everybody just loves it when Vlad goes in, takes a bunch of damage, and heals it all back up.
Oh, yeah. Nothing better, really.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Seeing farming up happening everywhere. Sejuani's actually the most farmed compared to her lane, air quotes, opponent. Whole 10 CS up.
And it looks like Smite Infinity is going for the Phage first rather than the traditional Hex Drinker. I know you've had some strong words about AD mid laners who can just rush Hex Drinker and you can't really kill him in lane.
Yeah. Those words stay true.
Yeah.
We'll see if Smite Infinity goes for it or not. We do see Jarvan heading in for the sneaky thing that he's doing. Did pop his EQ to get to where he was. Yep. Sejuani does dash in. Does get the stun here. Pop the flash as well. Eckhart, his taunt already gone. Irelia does get the kill there.
Really good there for Virginia attack. Gavin Goonway's been doing really good these past few games, just getting an early gank. And we see pings on the Ocean Dragon.
Yeah, oh, actually, with the Vladimir, already a huge self-sustain, that'll hurt a little bit. Also, the Caitlyn can sustain a lot better now, too, with that.
Yeah, it basically lets Dior pairs just spam Qs a lot more and keep up with Von Francis's wave flare.
Yep.
And, of course, first back, Eckhart gets the Bramble Vest versus Irelia. No surprise there, but I guess he is going for that tank Galio rather than the AP one.
Yeah, that's usually what I would expect in the top lane. I think that build kind of sucks now, though.
Yeah.
You basically have no wave clear at all. You have all these wave clearing abilities that just don't do enough damage to mean anything.
Yeah. Plus also just the nerfs to his, well, the nerf to the physical durability of his W, because now it only gives him half damage reduction versus physical damage.
Yeah, and it does scale. That damage reduction scales with AP now a lot more than it did before.
And it now has an AP ratio.
Also true.
We're fancying a trade, but he's stuck under tower.
Yep, taking some damage from Yada Yada. He does get hit there. He's going to potentially get stunned up. He does get stunned up by the ultimate from Sejuani. Sejuani takes away the kill. A little sad. But Tom Francis is actually trading it onto DR Paris, forces the W away from Tom Kench and the flash.
Yep.
Well
Really
played there from Virginia Tech.
Yep. We are kind of seeing this Sivir just kick in and outpush the Caitlyn. Even out-trading the Caitlyn.
Yep.
I'm not quite sure the context of what led up to that, but...
Yeah, I mean, like, he hit both points of his Boomerang Blade, which is just a huge nerf in general. Sivir pops the ultimate to get away from Jarvan. To see that with their control ward.
Yeah. Are they kind of...
Gotta be careful though. Oh, Spell Shield is the knockup from the Flag and Drag. It's going to be big. We saw the bubble come out. I'm not sure if that landed because we went to the top lane. Now, Yada Yada. Palmy's ultimate going in onto Eckhart, doing a lot of damage there.
Important to note out, Izaru was not level 6 for that gank, so after the EQ, the bot lane of Virginia Tech didn't really have much to fear.
Yeah, I actually see Quanzio go for the kill on Smite Infinity under turret. Smite Infinity has no mana. Ultimate and Pool will help Quanzio finish that off without taking too much damage.
Yeah. And if you're Virginia Tech here, you're probably going to want to get Quanzilla in check before this gets too out of control.
Yeah. We could just see a lane swap. Both lanes do have teleport.
He's coming mid. Oh, no.
Yeah, he is. For a little bit.
I thought that was just going to be a little flank attempted kill. But alas.
Indeed, alas.
I must retire in order to find
Next dragon's Cloud, by the way. I just checked.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, so not super relevant. Blue buff is going to help Corky there, because he did die the last time because he had no mana to fight back. This time he'll have mana to fight back.
And we do see Quanzil already finishing Protobout here. Just gonna give him some extra damage for his combo.
Oh yeah. I'd be really scared of these Vladimirs when they start getting ahead like this. They can become kind of unstoppable.
Because with his Q and the Ocean Dragon, it is going to help him weather a lot of this poke from Smite Infinity. You're kind of seeing it right here a little. Oh, we see Galio coming mid. Eckhart doesn't really have Flash to go in. He does have Izaru. Nothing really going to happen.
Yeah, but Galio lost a lot of CS there. Or spent a lot of time in that lane. He's going to lose about 3 CS for that. I think. Maybe more.
The junglers might meet up here at the Raptor camp.
Indeed. Is warded up, so they know Sejuani is there.
Yeah, really good information for VCU. And we see some vision pings coming out, spotting Quanzilla, kind of running towards the bot lane.
Yep. So Infinity forced to use his Valkyrie to get away from the Vladimir. Throwing up his tides of blood.
Forcing Corkery to use Valkyrie is pretty big for the boost, by the way, since it has a lengthy cooldown and costs a lot of mana. Oh, we see the Tom Kench ulti.
Just come out. We actually see it coming with the Jarvan. We do see Israel go down in exchange. They're actually not going to go down quite yet. Pops a stopwatch after coming out of Tom Kench's mouth. We see Aurelia here. Aurelia wants that kill. Does pop that kill, and now it's Aurelia and Sivert. Devour is going to be on cooldown for a little bit longer. Stun on to Tom Kench here. He does not have a flash to get out, but he will have his gray health if he needs that shield, which is Virginia Tech back. So now Aurelia is going to have to go towards top lane.
1 for 1, but it did also cost Virginia Tech Yade's teleport.
Yeah, going to be a bit of turret damage coming out.
Doesn't look like Eckhart has the Tower Smasher rune. I forget what it's called.
Demolish.
Yeah,
it doesn't have that. He also doesn't have any MR or AP, so his passive is doing pretty minimal damage.
Well,
so
you can't really be buying MR in this lane.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, the way Galio scales, this is not the way he's gonna want to play this. Or not blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
That doesn't actually make sense. Oh, we actually see Jarvan just go in for the aggressive EQ onto Nami, but Sejuani's there waiting. Do you see a teleport from Sivir actually come out? She's going to complete that, finish up, killing that ward, and then start the dragon, because, you know, gotta use that TP.
Just when you think Virginia Tech is out of TPs and Fong Francis flanks.
Oh yeah, no. They've got 3.
Yep, kind of a Cloud Dragon for the troubles.
Yeah, what I meant to say with the Galio is that because you don't have any MR, you basically just do no damage. Because those are the 2 things Galio scales off of.
Yeah. He is committing to rushing the Thornmail here.
Yeah, exactly.
While that will help a lot with the just the attack speed reduction against the majority of Virginia Tech's damage. I mean, still, just not having that MR. But then again, like, well, he can still... Yep. I don't know, we have to fight.
Yep, Yada goes in on Eckhart again, props to press the attack. He has to use his Q and all his charges. So I'm going to quite be able to finish that up. 23 could go down here?
Probably.
Does go down here. Only thing he gets in return is the stopwatch. And yeah, this is just like, when you have this Vladimir into a lane with no CC, and he gets ahead, it's just impossible to really stop him. Yeah. Does finally finish the Hex Drinker here, but it might be a little bit too late. Already gave the dude 3 kills.
Because typically you see the Hex Drinker first. And we have 3 members from VCU wanting to put some damage on this tower. They are pushing into a Sivir.
Yeah, it's going to be a little hard. Nami also helps with those bubbles.
Kind of hard to push into a Sivir when she just smashes her Q and W buttons.
Yep. Yada gets hit a bit. I think he can kind of shrug that off, though.
Yeah, he is an Irelia, so he has pretty decent sustain.
Yep.
Still got 3 members of VC hopping around this bot lane, kinda. Well, Izaro's a bit more towards mid now, but yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna calm down a little bit.
Yeah, just gotta watch out for that mid lane Vladimir. That's basically all of VCU's advantage right now. Every other lane is down pretty significant amounts on gold. Bottom lane's only down 300, but still a decent amount. But that middle lane, Vladimir's up 1,300 gold. So, gonna be a bit rough.
One thing to point out for this bot lane, since Caitlyn's mid game is really terrible, since Dior doesn't have like a huge advantage really, he hasn't taken down the tower or gotten a kill advantage. He's just gonna
yeah, they have to watch out. He's going to get ganked by 3 here. He's just dead. That's another kill for Vladimir. This is bad for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, but we do see pings on the mid tower.
Oh, we do. That's correct. And that could potentially be first turret coming in here.
We might see a dive bot lane.
Actually, need to see Tom Kench come in and the Vladimir. But at the same time, bottom lane is now abandoned. That could be first turret. Actually, top lanes could potentially be first turret to the Jarvan. Oh my god, I'm watching. Jarvan getting there. I think Sivir and Nami's gonna win. They do! Saber and Nami win. First turret to Virginia Tech. That was close though. Jeez.
Yeah, a lot of action there.
In that lane. Also helps to have a full tank Jarvan for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and I think the top lane tower of Virginia Tech didn't take too much damage because Eckhart hadn't been autoing it too much, save for that one Yachty TP.
Yep. I see I was being a little bit biased there, dude.
What? 2 VT casters biased towards Virginia Tech? Nah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Quanzilla now has a Zhonya's too. That is going to make him infinitely harder to deal with. And Smite doesn't even have a whole item complete, just sitting on components.
Yeah, Phage, Hex Drinker, Mana Crystal. Truly the greatest of items. He does get a slightly freer lane against Eckhart now. It looks like either Eckhart's going to be leaving here in a second as Quanzilla comes in.
Yeah, Eckhart just probably covered mid lane. And we see Quanzilla walking down towards bottom lane. What's the next dragon, by the way?
Great question. It's Infernal Drake.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna see a lot of congestion over that. VCU, well, they don't really have the most members to make use of it, since this is a tank Galio and a tank J4. They're gonna want to deny that from Virginia Tech.
Yeah. And I mean, more AP on Vladimir is all they really want. Would want it for anyways. 2 tanks is pretty common anyways, nowadays. Eckhart going back in onto Yada Yada though. Okay, but Quanzilla is here. Yada Yada is going to go for the kill onto Eckhart. Instead, he does get the kill, and he goes down. Doesn't feed the kill to Vladimir either. That's a success for Yada Yada.
Trading 1-for-1 in summoners and kills. Pretty nice. Because Quanzilla did use Ghost.
And now we actually see that's 4 in the middle, and Izuru actually traps himself in there. Alright, does use the trap to get himself out in the end.
Flash Skylar.
What?
Use the flash to get out.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said the trap.
I mean, he trapped them all in and used the trap to get out. Because they couldn't chase him anymore.
Yeah.
I'm right. You just didn't understand my clever wordplay, dude. Come on.
Looks like VCU fancying a mid tower for themselves.
Yeah, we actually see a flash forward from Quanzilla. Nothing comes of that, though. Now we see an ultimate come out from Saber. That's a charge in from Sejuani. They have to watch out, though. Vladimir does a ton of damage, and Saber goes down immediately. He's on the back line. He's going to try to do as much as he can, but he gets stomped by the Gallia, and that's Quanzilla doing a ton of damage, and then Tom Kench finishes off the Aurelia.
Yeah, a little too gung-ho there from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they were fighting that without Smite Infinity, and they just did not regard the Vladimir as the threat that he is. And that's an evening of gold from VCU.
And the Infernal.
Alright.
So yeah,
big play there from VCU.
Next dragon is going to be another Cloud.
Yeah.
But I could see what Virginia Tech was aiming for there. Yade was coming in behind with a TP. It's just Quanzilla turned on Virginia Tech and insta-popped Fong Francis and then went on to kill Gavin and Joe Jacko.
Yeah.
Well, almost kill Joe Jacko.
Yeah, also the Sejuani went in onto the Jarvan as opposed to using a CC on the Vladimir.
So Eckhart's first item is the Abyssal Mask. Well, that doesn't really help out too much against Virginia Tech's damage, save for Smite Infinities. It is going to help out Quanzilla's Vladimir do even more damage in these fights, which is kind of what you want.
Yeah. Alright, we are seeing the Rift Herald get taken here by VCU.
Yep.
It's going to be probably a turret whenever they do pop that. At the very least, there's going to be some turret health that they get.
Things kind of slow down a little.
Yeah. Corki, if he can get to 2 items, is going to actually start to get big, even though he is behind it at this point. The amount of damage a Corki can do should not be underestimated.
Yeah, even now it's just a Triforce. He can do a lot of work.
Yeah. Vladimir does fall off a little bit. It's not like he scales poorly, but there is a time when he stops being able to one-shot everybody.
Yeah, because with how this is going, I wouldn't be surprised if the carries of Virginia Tech, you already see those on Spine Finney, if they just pick up some magic resist to help deal with Quanzilla. And
yeah.
then also
I mean, like,
oh,
one magic resist item won't do it too much just because the hunting guys is already there.
Yeah.
They might need to go a little bit heavier into magic resist. They want to, if that's their goal.
Yeah.
But it will help a little bit.
And then, of course, Gavin can also... Oh, no. We have a Tom Kench ulti.
Yeah, he does come in. Silver Ultimate is used to get away. Successfully. Now we see Corki pushing in the mid lane. Galio is going to be there to answer that in a second here, but Yade is pushing unimpeded in the bottom lane. VCU is going to go for this Baron. The teleport is down for the Aurelia. You're going to have to be careful. Virginia Tech's going to have to be careful how they play this. Eckhart has the ultimate for the Galio, so he can come in here if anything gets too dicey, but Virginia Tech looking to kill Tom Kench pretty much instantly. The Galio ultimate does come down though. Jarvan does come in onto the back line, but is Quanzilla stuck in Zonia's? Potentially gonna kill somebody. Actually, no. Yada Yada does just arrive in time. Quanzilla is out of cooldown, so he's going to have to back up here, and Eckhart does go down, and that's Virginia Tech winning the fight 2 for 3.
Yeah.
In the end.
Kind of looked like a free Baron there for VCU. They had the upper hand, both in men and health. It's just, since it was a really early Baron, they also took a lot of damage from it. And so Virginia Tech was just able to come in on the side and trade favorably there. It was a 3 for 2, I believe, all things considered. And a turret.
Yeah, that was, yeah, and steal the blue, too. Virginia Tech did just do an on my way ping towards the Baron. Yada Yada is going to clear out this control wood. Eckhart's down for another 4 seconds, but he still has this teleport.
Yeah, I don't think Virginia Tech should go for this. Quanzilla doesn't have his ulti up, but it will be soon. And he's still a 7-0-2 Vlad with 3 items.
Yeah. Zonia's almost up for him as well.
Bonk Francis swapping to the exhaust. I'm assuming that's just to help deter Quanzilla's damage there.
Yeah, if Quanzilla goes on to him in a fight, getting exhausted will help. He can even put out a lot of damage during the pool, though, so it's going to have to be well timed, if anything. But we have seen a lot of dives onto Funk Francis so far this game, so not too surprising to see him maybe just want to take a teleport.
Yeah, and
exhaust.
If you see the gold, everyone on Virginia Tech has a gold lead except for in the mid lane. So VCU really hinging on Quanzilla here to go big. Currently he has been doing that.
Yeah, Corki's farming in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Riftail is going to come in onto this mid lane. Galio's getting sent bot lane to answer this. We'll see if they can get anything else with this Riftail. I don't think they'll be able to get a second turret, and they're already pop the eye before it comes in onto the turret. So in the end, not too much damage dealt to that inhibitor turret. Smite Infinity, meanwhile, though, has to deal with the Eckhart in the bottom lane.
One of them really do damage to each other, since Eckhart has a lot of tanky stats, and
yeah,
but he doesn't really have damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Smite Infinity gonna want some crit to help muscle through Eckhart and Azaru soon, I would assume.
Yep, looks like he did go for the Maul of Mortius. Finish that off. So if he does get dived too much, he will have a bit of a chance.
Yeah.
See, it will delay his spike though that he gets with the Infinity Edge.
For sure, but I'm guessing they call.
Oh wait, we see Yada flash in, gets the stun onto DR Pairs, tries to get the kill there, but the heal and the flash come out, one from Caitlyn, one from Tom Kench. It does prevent too much more from happening. Yada doing some damage on the top lane. We actually see him getting attacked by Crimson Rage. But Crimson Rage is actually the one in danger now. Gets stunned up by the clutch Nami bubble. That gets 2. Izu forces a flash afterwards. Yada does get the slow on to DR Paris, but now he can get out because of the nice Jarvan Cataclysm. But that's going to be a turret for Virginia Tech. They got their first in the top lane.
Yeah, important to point out in that 3v3, well, one, Dior Paris is already a little low from Yada jumping him, but also VCU didn't have Quanzilla, and he's kind of
we see that Gavin just come in and gets the assassination on the cape. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but that was kind of cool.
But yeah, going back to my point, since Quanzilla is kind of the main man for VCU, 7-0-2, you kind of really want him in your fights, no matter where they are. And just not having him there, like I said earlier, since all of VT's laners have a gold lead, except for in the mid, that technically means Virginia Tech has an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, they also have the gold lead just in the game in general right now. Because they've had a few of these big plays come out that's led to a 5,000 gold lead from what was previously a pretty even game.
I mean, 5k gold lead, nothing like too huge or game breaking, but probably a noticeable lead.
Fong Francis does get taunted up here, misses the spell shield, misses the flash over the wall in 2, does get exhausted there, and he's going to go down. Few mechanical misplays there, I have to say.
Unfortunate there, but good pickup from VCU. And they are
VCU
going to get this cloud.
Yep, exactly. Gonna get that cloud, Jake.
Everybody gonna want a lot of combat a little faster.
Yeah, we actually see... I didn't realize this. Fong Francis is up like an item and a half over Caitlyn.
Yeah.
2,000 gold. He has finished the...
We see the Baron coming out, though, for VCU, since Fong Francis is dead.
Yeah, Fong Francis did switch his exhaust out to teleport, though. He's going to be able to... Against... VCU got a chat message that did, in fact, happen, so they're aware of this. But it's still going to continue going. Yada Yada is the focused target. Holy cow, Quanzilla gets stunned by the Equilibrium Strike. Goes down, but now the Silver Ultimate comes out with the Sejuani Ultimate. There's no getting away from that. Israel is the target for Virginia Tech. Eckhart comes in. We did actually see Yada Yada got the kill onto Vladimir. Galli does get the kill on the Fong Francis, but we could see this fight continue to go. It looks like it's in Virginia Tech's favor. Smite and Fandy going for the kills. Israel does EQ back into the fight, but Yada Yada gets the triple kill now for him. All of these kills going out to him so far. Smite and Fandy trying to get a kill here. Does get the double slow from Sejuani. There's a quadruple pentakill for Yada or Yada.
Holy moly.
Holy cow.
Alrighty.
Gavin, 2 with the clutch double slow from his W. Yade following that up with the Blade Surge resets, gets the pentakill.
Is that the first pen of the EEC to split?
I think there may have been one other, but I can't remember which one it was. That was in the split for sure. It definitely streamed. Wow, I'm not sure if that's the first pen of EEC in general, though. That's a crazy play from Yada Yada.
Yeah, one thing I do want to point out that was kind of crucial to that fight, when the initial Baron started, it looked like Quanzilla used his ulti solely on Yade. But they weren't able to burst out Yade from VCU, so then that meant VCU was down a pretty big ultimate, and then when Virginia Tech came back in with 5 members, they're just able to re-engage and take him to Storm.
Yeah, exactly. Yade almost has as much as gold as Vladimir as well, and Aurelia generally viewed as a counter to Vladimir, at least in lane. Can do a decent amount of work outside of lane too. Aurelia's just a great duelist in general.
Yeah.
So Aurelia is going to be, if you want somebody to take down that Vladimir, it's going to be the Aurelia you're looking at. Quanjo does get stunned up by, is going to get stunned up by Vladimir here, I think, in a second, maybe? It doesn't look like it. Actually, Cataclysm comes down from Israel, but he's just going to go down. Smites come from both junglers onto the Rift Tail to Scuttle Crab, actually just the Israel. But Yada Yada is back. This is Caitlyn kill on to Sejuani, but we see the Sivir just doing so much damage in this team fight. Smite Infinity does get the first kill onto Galio, and Caitlyn follows up. Yada Yada gets the kill onto Jarvan. That's going to be a continuing fight from Virginia Tech as they just push in. Inhibitor's already down. Are they going to look for game here?
Possibly. I would like to give a shout out to Joe Jacko there. He landed a bubble on Dior Paris there and just let him burst Dior instantly, and that helped a lot in that team fight, because they were kind of a man down with Gavin going down so early.
Yeah, we see actually Virginia Tech is going to look for a kill onto Quanzilla potentially. Yada Yada taking some damage here from the turrets, but he gets the equilibrium strike like onto Vladimir there. He could get the kill, does get the kill with a Blade Surge. Vladimir not respecting that equilibrium strike. Yada Yada did drop all his health to the turrets, and that's going to be game, I think. They have enough damage. That's only the Caitlyn. The equilibrium strike stunned up, and this is a game for Virginia Tech.
All right.
What an insanely fast turn from being down gold to winning the game.